Secretary Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Yaka, for assembling this group, convening us together at this time of such peril in our world. Thank you for reminding us of universal values and human rights being at the core of democracy and freedom and peace. And thanks to all who are here on the stage as well as in the audience for being here bearing witness to what we are confronting. There's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way to explain it away. Autocracy is on the march, and we now have a government in the United States that has thrown in its lot with the autocrats, which has made a choice to support those who wage war, not peace, who have given enormous power to the men who control the information flow in our world, who have all pledged allegiance to the continuation of algorithms that not only addict us, but poison us with hatred and fear. So moments like this, which are too few and far between right now, need to be underscored with urgency. And it is certainly my hope that when the World Forum ends, those of us privileged enough to be here will continue to speak out and work for the betterment of democracy and humanity. I was so struck listening to all of the speakers, but one of the themes that really stood out to me was what Maria said about information, what Natalia said about information, and what David Sinclair said about information. Information determines how we think, and how we think determines what we say, and what we say determines what we do, whether it's about aging in the human body or preserving and protecting our freedom and our democracy and working toward peace. So the emphasis on technology and artificial intelligence at this World Forum is not just another issue. It, in many ways, is the core issue facing our world today. Because as Maria said, where there are no facts that are agreed upon, that happen right before your eyes, and you have leaders telling you to ignore it, that Putin did not invade Ukraine, that Ukraine somehow brought it upon itself, where there are no facts, there cannot be truth, and where there is no truth, there cannot be trust, and where there is no trust, there cannot be democracy and peace. And where there is not a commitment to risk, take risks for democracy and peace, as you've just seen Ehud and Nasser do, there can be no hope that change is possible, that we can bring people together once again in some kind of common cause to find common ground. So thank you for reminding us by gathering us here in Berlin as we just heard from Vladimir, not far from the Brandenburg Gate, what is possible. Because what the autocrats imposed upon a nation, or even elected by one, want us to do is to give up on hope and possibility, to become demoralized and discouraged, even depressed in the face of their outrages, their denial of what we see and even what we feel. And of course, we'll hear more today and tomorrow about how the weaponization of technology and the imposition of artificial intelligence will, unless we act now, become partners to the autocrats. So this is as important an event, and I hope someday we'll look back on this in history and say, I was there. I was there at the World Forum. I heard these brave men and women speak out. And I thought what I could do, and then I acted. That should be the real takeaway from our time together. Thank you.